Hello, YouTube. It's me again. I'm back. I'm back today with another astounding chapter from my book, Gezebel. Okay, today we're going to get into chapter 10, and we are moving right along. We've still got a ways to go, but I hope you've been watching these videos and just enjoying these little chapter reads that I'm sharing with you guys out there. Okay, so let's get into chapter 10. Here we go. I'm just kidding. Let's go. So, Jeffrey gazed out of the bedroom window of the spacious flat he shared with his wife and worried about his brother Ernest. The information Corinne disclosed about Ernest's involvement with TNF disquieted his spirit. He hired a private investigator to examine TNF, and the report caused him great concern. Jeffrey learned that TNF started out as a small investment firm before doing business as an offshore foundation. Even though strict privacy laws protected TNF, the private investigator disclosed that donators' funds were deposited into numerous offshore banks and investment firms. Ernest was Lerwick's stealthy compatriot and traveled to offshore countries for the sole purpose of misappropriating funds. The bottom line, TNF was a money laundering operation. Lerwick was a thief, and Ernest was up to his neck in horse shit. Blimey, Jeffrey muttered and punched the wall with his fist. Jeffrey, what's wrong? Sissy mumbled. She was awakened by his angry outbursts. Sissy was alarmed at the contorted expression on her husband's face and sat up in bed. She thought he was upset over something at work and rushed to his side. She put her arms around him. Jeffrey, what is it? She asked anxiously. He freed himself from Sissy's embrace and turned towards the window. Jeffrey confided in Sissy about the unscrupulous line of work Ernest was involved in. She ambled back to bed and sat down. Sissy thought about their friendship with the Haushams and didn't want Jeffrey to get caught in the middle. Jeffrey, I think you should tell Mr. Hausham, Sissy stated. Mr. Hausham's business is not our business. If anything should happen to my brother because you tipped off Hausham, I wouldn't be able to handle the guilt. I will not be responsible for his demise, Jeffrey uttered with finality. All right, so what then? An exasperated Sissy asked. We do nothing. If Ernest gets caught, chances are I'll be the first to know, Jeffrey reasoned. If you think this is the best way to handle the situation, then I'll respect your wishes, Sissy assured him and massaged his neck. He was tense and needed to loosen up. Jeffrey, come back to bed, Sissy murmured. Jeffrey returned to bed and lay on his stomach. Sissy sat gingerly on his backside, with her legs straddling his hips, and kneaded his back with her hands. Jeffrey turned over and lifted her nightgown over her head. He caressed her breast and licked her blackberry nipples. Sissy removed his brief and slid her body over his rigid manhood. Jeffrey held her thighs and moved inside her until all his worries about Ernest faded to black. Okay, so that's a little bit of chapter 10. Hope you're enjoying this so far. Get Gezebel, and I'll see you in chapter 11. Take care.